For those of you who are not familiar with the compensation plan, you need to get familiar with it. Here's what it looks like. It's all color-coded and pretty. And I'm going to teach you, I'm going to do a real quick lesson on this, okay? All right, so not going to talk about those right now. Those will not get you to $350 a month. You need to have a little bit bigger team. You need to at least be a lead consultant to a team manager if you want to start making $350 a month. Okay, so this is really the sweet spot for $350 a month. If you get higher than that, you're going to start making more money than that. So here's the sweet spot of team building, and I'm going to show you what that actually looks like as a team. But first, let's talk about PRV. So if you go back here, you can see that it says under personal retail volume requirement, that's your PRV. So basically, personal retail volume is how much you have to sell. TRV is how much your team has to sell, and that includes your PRV, which is really nice. Legs, that is the number of level 1s you have. And active legs is a new recruit or anyone with 200 PRV and above. So I'm going to show you a little illustration here. I hope that this will help you understand those components of the compensation plan. Okay, so right there where I have arrows, those are your legs and they go straight down. Okay, so anywhere that there is an arrow can be considered a leg. There are 8 arrows here, so there can only be 8 legs. There cannot be 12 legs. There can only be 8 because there's only 8 level 1s unless I have miscounted. Okay. Okay, even though there's 19 team members, there's only 8 legs, okay? However, with our compensation plan, you do have the ability to get paid on every single person in this picture, depending on what your rank is, okay? Which is really fantastic. All right.
You can actually have more than 8 legs total, like that picture's 8 legs, but you can have 150 legs. You know, I just thought that was important.
Yes, that is important. Yeah, so this is just for illustration purposes. Yeah, I think at one time I had like 50 legs, so you can have like 1 million legs. Some people do have 200 legs, so it's kind of crazy. But yes, thank you. That's very good. I forget about those little things. Okay, so overrides. When you see that word override, basically that's your commission on an individual team member's sales. But I should put an asterisk there, and I'm going to explain how it's a little bit different. It's not just their sales. There's a mathematical equation. Okay, when you see advancement and matching bonus, this is a one-time bonus for hitting a certain rank, okay? So let's say that Kristen, who is my jam baby, she hits lead consultant during her fast start period. If she does that, she gets $100, and I get $100 if I hit lead consultant. Do not forget about the matching bonuses. That's awesome. Like, that's why you want to be hitting your rank, because if the person underneath you hits the rank, then you get a bonus, okay? That's if they're in their fast start. If they are out of their fast start, you no longer get a bonus, but still yeehaw, because that means your team is growing. But they will get a bonus, and it would be 50% of whatever you see on the screen. So $50, $100, just depending on what the rank is. When you get into the bigger levels, it totally changes. So this is just up to team manager. Okay, and then your fast start bonus. Don't forget about this. I think that either people are not aware or they completely forget about the fact that when you recruit somebody, so look where it says level 1 override under lead consultant, it says 10%. During the fast start period, that's actually 15% that you're getting paid. So you are getting paid a bonus to help train these people, okay? Not only that, but when they recruit someone, you're getting a 5% bonus on that level too. So see where it says 5% for lead? You're actually getting paid 10%, okay? So don't forget about that. Don't forget about how growing a team grows your paycheck always. Not just because maybe you can hit a higher rank and you can slide up the override scale, but because you're getting a 5% bonus. Just that alone is huge. Okay, so let me explain the override for anybody who's new. And this could be confusing, and I'm sorry if it is. But at least you've had exposure to it. So let's say that Jane brings in $500 in sales. Well, Janberry pays Jane 30%. That's $150. Okay. Janberry then pays you on that remaining $350. Okay. And it's called CV. And sometimes it's a little more than 65%. On some products it's 70%, and on some products it's only 60%, but a good average is just 65%. So if you wanted to know, so if you go back here where it says override 10%, the 10% is actually on 325. So that's the equation for you. So that's how you would calculate it. And we do have a commission calculator, by the way.
You have it? Is that what you said?
Yeah, in our files.
I didn't know if it was still current.
Yeah, I updated the new one.
Okay. Well, and that CV is very easy to find on the team activity report.
Yes.
It says it shows the person's name underneath you, and then it says what their PRV, what their TRV, what their CV.
Yes.
So you can just look at the CV and it will figure it all out for you. And this calculator is awesome.
Yeah. So I'll see if I can't bump that into the main feed. On the dashboard under team activity report we call it the TAR. And so that's tons of information in there. So if you have a team and you haven't checked that out yet, check it out. And if you have questions about it, message me and I will help you. Okay. So let's go past that. That's just law, but I need to tell you about it. Okay. So senior lead, $350 a month. How do we get there? Like this, ladies, like this. Recruiting. I mean, pretty much getting people on your team and them having sales. I made up these numbers. I don't know. You could be like all mixed up in there, but you're going to get about $350 just kind of depending on where it is. So if you look over to the left of your screen, it says senior lead consultant. It says you need 500 PRV. I put 550 PRV because that rounds you out to the 350 that you would need. 3 active legs. Okay, so we know what active legs are. This chick over here on the left has 500. The next girl has 0. Does that mean that leg is active or inactive? Can someone tell me, the girl with the glasses, is this leg inactive or active? Does anybody know? Don't be shy.
It's active.
Yes, okay, why is it active?
Because the girl under her is at the 250.
Yes, okay. So anywhere in the line will make the leg active, okay? That has to do with rank requirements, anything. Anywhere in the line it can happen, okay?
Oh, and the lady underneath her is a new recruit. That's automatic.
Yes. Yep, so that's 2 reasons why. Thank you. Okay, so if you look where it says 3 active legs under senior lead consultant, underneath that it says 1 AC, okay? So AC is an advanced consultant. So then you need to go and look and see, okay, what is an advanced consultant? What do they need? They need 200 PRV, and they need 1 active leg. Okay, so that's somebody with 200 or a new recruit. Can anybody tell me who on here would be considered an advanced consultant? Kristen.
There's actually 2. So Glasses Girl's leg is got an advanced consultant because there you go, the short-haired one. And then the second one over, she has 2 active legs underneath of her, and So that makes her actually, oh yeah. Well,
So she would count.
she counts as the advanced.
Yeah, so she would count as the advanced if there wasn't an advanced. But she is a lead consultant. So it would be advanced consultant or higher.
Yeah.
Yep. And then this person is a lead consultant. Like she has signed on. She is like, I am getting it. At least I think I did the math right on that. She should be a lead consultant.
She's an advanced consultant because her girl got a recruit. Because her girl actually doesn't have the 200.
Yes. Yeah. So the advanced consultant, if that chick was not a new recruit, then she would not be an advanced consultant. Okay. So this is just kind of showing you how to read the compensation plan and to visualize what your team might need to look like. Okay. So if you want to be a senior lead consultant, even though you just have to have 3 active legs and 1 AC, you're going to need more than that, okay? Because you see that chick with the glasses up top? She is like not selling anything because that happens. Maybe she doesn't want to sell anything. Maybe she's having a rough month personally. Maybe she just signed on and then freaked out and ran away. Like that happens. I don't understand these people. I will never understand these people. But I've several joined my team. So you can never depend that every person's going to be selling, okay? But
a hobbyist.
Yeah, they could be a hobbyist, you know. But I think some of the reason why some of the team that you may recruit, and this is for those of you who've been around and have been recruiting, some of the reason they don't stay on is because they honestly do not understand the compensation plan. They do not understand how they can make money, and they just lose their fire immediately. Okay. They're not believing that they can do this. There's just so many different things. So we want to make sure that we are just grabbing those people and making sure they understand the compensation plan, that they understand that when they recruit someone, that they're not going to have to train them by themselves, and that when they recruit someone, they're going to get a 5% bonus on that person's overrides. So I feel like there's been a big communication gap on how we actually make money. I take all of the blame on myself. I mean, I know I haven't been able to be present in the way that I would like to be, but still, long before that, you know, I lost sight and I lost vision as far as the compensation plan went. And it really is a great compensation plan, and you really can save money for vacation, pay your mortgage, pay your car, whatever you need to do using our compensation plan and sharing this great opportunity that we have. So here's something else on here that I wondered if anybody caught. Well, just assume this chick's in her fast start. If you hit senior lead consultant and your girl hit lead consultant, you get $100 matching bonus. So you're not making $350. You are making $100 plus $350, which is $450. Plus I never calculate in the extra 5% bonus for fast start. So you could be making an extra 5% bonus on those first 2 levels if they're in their fast start. So that's just the 350 I showed you is just a mechanical 350. It is not a recruiting and adding. Okay, recruiting and adding is going to bump you up to more like 450, 550. Okay, that's where that's going to bump you. We're just talking about a very like static, I'm hitting senior lead, people are selling, but we're not growing. Okay, so this is a very static senior lead that I have shown you. If your team is recruiting and you're recruiting, you're going to see about 100 to 150 more dollars in sales or in commissions. Okay, just depending on where those levels are hitting. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind, is that this is the starting off point for you. That's kind of why I put lead consultant as somewhere where you could start hitting 350. Okay, so